Living with the Text is a series of short videos that are meant to help us engage with the upcoming scripture for Sunday. We don't work on the text as much as we allow the text to work on us. Let this engagement with scripture be a gift to your week, and find out how much more meaningful Sunday worship will be when you've been living with the text all week. As we publish this Monday meditation, it is the Monday before Christmas Eve, and the church house is probably a lot like your house. We're busy getting the decorations ready, and we're fixing lights, and we're preparing for guests. Life is busy on this day, but it's good for us to stop and to consider the texts in which we live with. The idea of Monday meditation is to be able to spend a week with the upcoming text for the upcoming Sunday. And so it feels just a little off on this Monday before Christmas Eve to sort of skip over the Christmas Eve text. But we will. And so I commend this to you either on Monday as you receive it, or come back to it after Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And I do hope and pray that yours is a blessed one, that your Christmas is rich and deep with the meaning of the season. The Sunday after Christmas, remember Christmas is a season. Christmas is 12 days, and so this is the first Sunday in Christmas that we look forward to. We've been spending Advent on our way to Bethlehem, and at Christmas Eve we'll go to Bethlehem stable, and we'll go with the shepherds to greet the one who was born in a manger, the sign that the angels sang. But the first Sunday in Christmas time, we're going to a place called Persia. Persia is a place of return. What I mean by that is we're going to take a look into Matthew's Gospel. This text that we'll be living with this Sunday is Matthew, the 2nd chapter. And it's the story of the wise men who came from the east and who will return to Persia. This is the gospel according to Matthew. We're in the 2nd chapter, and I'm going to start at verse 9. So when the wise men had heard the king, they set out, and there ahead of them went the star that they had seen at its rising. And until it stopped over the place there where the child was. When they saw that the star had stopped, they were overwhelmed with joy. On entering the house, they saw the child with Mary, his mother, and they knelt down and they paid him homage. Then, opening their treasure chests, they gave him gifts of gold, of frankincense, and of myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they left for home by another road. Yes, this Advent and Christmas season, we've been exploring the places within the birth narrative of Jesus, because context always matters, not only in literary studies, but also in the life of faith. Context matters. Knowing where we have come from matters. Understanding what's happening around us and the places we find ourselves, it matters. Knowing where we're heading, it matters, even if we're unsure of the way. Persia is the final destination in our Advent and Christmas theme, and appropriately enough, this is the place that we know the least about. So these magi, these kings, these wise ones, Zoroastrian astrologers, come bringing gifts to the newborn king. We don't know much about these travelers from the east, but we think they're probably from a land called Persia. For them, Persia is home. Home is where we're heading after we meet the Christ born at Bethlehem. We don't know much about these wise men, but what we do know about them is the same thing that we know about ourselves. that once we've met the gift of Christmas, we've got to go home. We've got to return. Now, does that mean that we have to return to the way things were? Does it mean that we have to go back to the way we've always done things before? No. We certainly can. But if we do, I think we would miss the true meaning of the gift of the Christ who was born in Bethlehem. I think to go back to the way things were, to go back to return from Christmas, not changing anything, I think that would deny the power of the incarnation that has lit us up from the inside out, has filled us with the good things from God, and is calling us to share those good things with the world. The wise men, they returned home by another road. Yes, another road. A new path. A different way. A new and unexpected journey that lies ahead. Christmas is not the destination. Christmas is a stop along the way. And the wise men were warned in a dream to return home by another road. A new path. Right? A different way. A new and unexpected journey lies ahead for them. The destination is still home, and for us, there are many things that we must get back to after Christmas and into this new year. However, the way in which we get back to them can be totally different. I think there's freedom and there's hope in this Christmas gift. There's joy to say that Christmas has changed us, and to go back to the way things have always been sounds less and less appealing for a people who admit that God is doing something new in us, around us, and through us. Yeah, so as we live with the text this week, my brothers and sisters, I might ask you, what has changed for you this Christmas? What would you like to see changed in the new year? This is your chance. Return to the things that matter and try going about them by a different way. Try a new way. You might find it to be a better way, a holy way even. You may find that this new journey ahead of you is one of utmost importance, and a grand story is about to unfold of God's work in the world because of this new way that you've decided to return home from Christmas. God bless you, my brothers and sisters, as you live with the text this week. Merry Christmas.